Good evening, my generals, commanders, and admirals. Welcome back to Total War Wednesday, and welcome back to the American experience. Well, I made kind of a fucky-wucky. After going through some game files, I deleted, by mistake, part 1. But, from doing that, I regained back to where we started from part 1, except for Arcadia up here. I decided not to take that. But we did take Maine, and we still have control over Boston. In this part, our objective tonight will be Albany, New York, and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And if we can manage it, Maryland. So let's start off here in Falmouth, Maine. And we'll grab the army under Washington. We'll leave 2 units of militia behind. And we'll march on Albany, New York, and lay siege.
Anything more?
We'll start off here in Boston. And we'll grab these units. Where to send you? We'll hold here in Boston. And we'll end our turn. And the British are deciding to attack out of Albany, and we'll meet them on the field. Let the battle begin. Nice try, cavalry from the rear, but you're not taking my men. Cavalry's out on the right flank. Cavalry from the west. One need of militia, one need of line, pillars. Cavalry will finish off these militia. Flank. Easy victory. We'll wipe them from the field. Show no mercy to the invaders. This is America. More of a skirmish than a battle. I severely outnumbered them. But gotta give the props to the British for trying. But when you go up against 12-pound howitzers and 18-pounder artillery, well. Oh, and add some cavalry in there. It's gonna be a bad day. And we have a decisive victory. And we have a technological advancement, improved animal husbandry. I shall read this off for us. The application of rational scientific principles to the care and breeding of farm livestock. Animal husbandry is, of course, a practical skill of every farmer. Cowhand, shepherd, pig boy, and egg collector on just about every farm in the world. It is, however, a matter of hard-won individual experience and folklore rather than rational organized study. When gentlemen scholars apply their scientific methods of study to animal close to home, an improvement in animal care, health, and breeding quality can result, leading in turn to greater yields for farmers. Historically, Thomas Coke, the first Earl of Leicester, 1754 to 1842, was a leading light in the field in Europe. He recognized his lands and home at the family seat, Holcombe Hall. His Holcombe shearings were gatherings of agriculturalists and gentlemen farmers who came to admire his flocks and herds and see new ways of turning a profit. Many now see these as the forerunners of traditional country and agricultural shows that take place to this very day. And with next technology and research will be for field crop rotation. And we have a building constructed, a cannon foundry out of Boston. And Richard Steele has still not been detected in his mission in Albany, New York. But we have a recruitment report out of New England. We have a unit of militiamen and a unit of dragoons. And dear commanders, as you may have noticed, I have started building the Continental Navy here in Providence. We have one fifth rate, followed by a brig, a sloop, another brig, and another sloop.
Sir.
But we'll grab Washington, and we'll siege Albany, New York.
Prepare the troops for battle!
And since they only have a garrison of 160 men, versus our 1,454, we're going to be gentlemanly about it, and we're going to demand Albany's surrender.
The siege is lifted!
And the British were wise to surrender Albany, New York without a fight. So here in Albany, we'll go ahead and repair the governor's palace, or governor's mansion. And of course, rest and refit the men. And while we're at it, we'll construct a fur market. We'll hold off on the theater. But we'll create some peasant farms. Boost up our economy. And look at that. Our next prize, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is lightly garrisoned. Minus some town folk. But we're going to end our turn.
Withdraw! Withdraw!
And we've had an enemy raid on New Haven by the British. We have an enemy raid on Caribou Mines by the British. And we have had an enemy raid on Providence, driving our fleet out. And we've had an enemy raid on Springfield farmland. But we have a building constructed, peasant farms out of New York. But we have a trade route raided. Burning cotton of the British Navy.
Fleet ready!
We're not going to get our fleet dropped. We're going to back.
Ships, orders received.
At a trading port. We'll get an army out of here in Boston. And we'll hit Springfield farmland.
Sound the call to battle.
And we'll auto-resolve this one, since it's only a force of 17 against our 720.
Proud and victorious.
And we have a victory, of course.
Troops, forward.
And we'll pair to farms. And as well, repair to school. Back up here in Boston, we'll recruit some militiamen. Two units. Up out of New York, we'll raise some militia. But we'll grab the army. And we'll siege Philadelphia.
Waiting further orders. Siege them.
We'll be gentlemanly about it and we'll demand their surrender. And they refuse to surrender. They have improved settlement fortifications, which gives them a slight advantage in defense. But they only have 2 turns till surrender, or if they choose to break out. And since I don't want to needlessly sacrifice my men in an assault against a fortified town, we're gonna siege.
Siege works underway.
Since we learned our lesson from the French and Indian War about sieges and assaulting fortified positions. But we'll come up here to Hopwood Farmland. I believe I'm saying that right, out of New York. If I'm mispronouncing that, someone please in the comment section tell me. But we're going to be raising tenant farms. We're going to repair their local fishery. Raise some more militia. We'll create a state house. And we'll grab our good man, Richard Steele. And instead of sending him to Philadelphia, we're going to have him spy in Annapolis, Maryland.
Taking cover.
And we shall end our turn. But I am kind of worried about Albany. I don't know if the British up here, with their Iroquois allies, will come sweeping through the forest and wilderness into Albany. So to bolster Albany's defenses, we'll be sending this unit to Albany.
Citizens, ready. March! March! Waiting for your orders.
And that seems to have brought the upper class and middle class, lower class, into green, which prevents them from rioting or causing mischief. But with Philadelphia under siege by Washington, and them having 2 turns, we're going to end our turn. But we've had an enemy raid in Brunswick. The British. But we have a recruitment report out of the Confederation of New England. We have Minutemen. 2 units. Out of Maine, we have militia infantry. And out of New York, we have militia infantry. We'll still siege Philadelphia.
My eyes are yours.
But we'll grab Mr. Steele here and move him in to Maryland. And he has an 82% chance of successful infiltration, and we'll go for it.
Spying.
Mr. Steele has successfully completed his mission in infiltrating Annapolis, Maryland. No, we'll go ahead and construct a theater. Back up here in Boston, we'll construct the barracks and get the Continental Army rolling. Up here in Maine, we'll recruit some more militia. Who's up here in Brunswick? A unit of Hessians. Interesting. And some mounted tribal auxiliary. We'll send these units to Boston. Or not from Boston, to Falmouth.
Forward, march! Any further orders?
Bolster Falmouth's defenses. We'll recruit some more militiamen. And some dragoons. And since the British forces here in Philadelphia have 1 turn, I believe they're going to break out. So we'll end our turn. If we're lucky, they'll just surrender. And no, they are deciding to break out. And we shall meet them on the field. Will the battle begin? Well, if they won't come out, we'll just bombard them out. Looks like we might have to assault. Maybe not. What kind of gamble this pays off?
Artillery! Troop on limber!
Lucky enough, we'll come out this gate in front. Our artillery on here on the left flank, center, and hit them as they come out this gap. Our howitzers are working. Oh, if I could hit him masked up like that, that'd be beautiful. And speaking of them coming out the gap, their army mostly comprises of flintlock armed citizenry and basically one unit of line. Shouldn't be much of a problem. All unit, they have that's really a challenge is their 5th Regiment of Foot, since they are regulars. Get my howitzers limbered up. Our militia cover our howitzer retreat. Oh, I had canister on. Oh! That was brutal. Artillery fire from the flank. Alright, the regulars are online. Boys, fall back. No, where are you going? Oh no, I'm not giving you time to reform. You're the most dangerous unit on the battlefield. Shot their artillery. We'll wipe them off the field. British from our home one way or another. Either we have to slaughter every last one of them to the last man. As I say, 10 men really trying to regroup. And we have a heroic victory. Another glorious victory for General George Washington against Homer Cooper for the British Army.
Lifting siege!
Unfortunately, the enemy has raided Eastport. And Richard Steele has not been detected in Annapolis, Maryland. But we have a construction report. We have a fur market at a Memphragog Trapper Post, New York. And we have tenanted farms at a Haprog Farmland, New York. We have a recruitment report out of the Confederation of New England. We have Minutemen, as well as Dragoons. Out of Maine, we have militia infantry. And we have an ancillary gain for General George Washington, Patriotic Sword. +2 to morales in battles. The gift of a grateful nation for defeats inflicted on treacherous foreigners. And we have a region captured, Pennsylvania. And with Philadelphia captured by the Americans. We're going to repair the Governor's Council, along with the barracks, and the Opera House, along with the Cannon Foundry, and the Admiralty. And we refit and retrain the men. Up here in Albany, go ahead and recruit a general. And we have Nathaniel Wilcox, commanding Albany, New York. And over here in Boston, we'll recruit a general as well. And we have Elliot Arkwright, commanding Boston. And out of Boston, we're going to recruit some more Dragoons and some Minutemen. And my dear commanders and generals, do we really want to risk our luck and push Annapolis, not knowing if the British are going to come from the Iroquois territories and try to take Pennsylvania, or if they have a more stronger garrison in Virginia to bring up? I decided not to press my luck, and we're going to end it here for part 2 of the American Revolution after we end our turn. And Richard Steele has still not been detected in Annapolis, Maryland. And we have a recruitment report. Out of the Confederation of New England, we have dragoons, followed by a unit of militiamen, or minutemen. And we have an ancillary gain for John Hancock. Comptroller. +2 to management for Treasury Administration. -4% bonus on global tax income. Accurate accounting is a boon to good government and to personal wealth, if a man's mind runs that way. As I've kind of guessed, the British have forces down in Williamsburg, Virginia. Probably in the Carolinas as well, and in Savannah, Georgia. And more than likely down in Florida as well. As I stated before I ended that turn, I was not going to press our luck. We're going to hold here in Philadelphia. I've played this campaign before, and this campaign's relatively short. Especially when you have the French and Spanish backing. And, of course, the unusual backing of the pirates attacking the British fleet. But with that, we're going to end it here for part 2 of the American experience. Next Wednesday, we'll push on, as Annapolis, Maryland will be our next target. And so will Williamsburg, Virginia. We might go ahead and even invade the Iroquois territory. That's if our French don't beat there first. But before we end our turn, we're coming here to Scranton. Oh shit, Scranton. Thunder Mifflin, right guys? And we'll build some tentative farms. But yes, I believe that would be it. And if we're lucky enough, hell, we'll even come up here to Arcadia and take it over like we did before. Drive the British out from the northeast. And if we can pull it off, since I believe the French were going to come up here and try to liberate Quebec, New France, they didn't do it. I think we'll do it. And then offer it to the French for a hefty price tag. Same thing with Montreal. If not for a hefty price tag, since the French are still neutral with us, and we're at peace with them, we'll give it to them and see if they'll join the cause. Because so far, the only people that we have is the Spanish. And the pirates, if you want to count them in as a faction helping us. But with that, my dear commanders, that concludes Total War Wednesday's The American Experience. I'll see you guys next time. Be safe out there. It's a wild world.